Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching, following my channel, practicing anime together. Today my plan is to do hair. A lot of times I hear, oh, hair it's so hard, so let's do it. Let's get started immediately. I was planning today, let me show you here on the side what we will do. Basically, we will draw curl, one piece of hair, like a curl. So I'm starting with the two lines on the side and I'm adding sections. So this is like a piece of hair that's kind of curves and curls all the way towards the bottom. So that is what we will do. And then we start from the simple shapes and then slowly we add more and more details. So let's get started. Okay, let's see. First, I will make two lines on the side. Very useful to have a central line as well. So you can put a central line like that. And then now I will just go back and start adding diagonal lines. So you can see how they're kind of parallel. So I want to make like a little gap. Make another line. Let's see. Now they can maybe get a little bit closer. You see how those two are further away? Like this is a little bit closer. Let's see. If I go all the way towards the bottom. They can also get like piece of hair can get more thinner on the bottom. Okay, I have that, and then I think that's it. I can also go back. Let's see, maybe add. So this is a piece of hair. This, and I guess here we'll see on the bottom. You can go back and just adjust anything if you wish. But the point is, when you have, let's do that with color pencil actually. That will be useful. So I have those pink as a front, so you can get the idea better. You can kind of mark a little bit here. And then as a side here now, actually back here, we're adding this what is in purple. Can you see that, everybody? So now I'm adding that purple is basically behind. But look at here, you can overlap them now while you sketch. It's like very geometrical on the beginning. Let's see. Okay, so I'm starting here from the corner up, yeah. And then that line will travel to this first corner here. If I start from the bottom one, that line will travel to here. So imagine this here going this way, curving. So that here goes, curves that way, connects to this piece of here that will now connect to these parts. And then that piece of here will connect to the bottom one. So it's very much like cross lines. Okay, so now because it's everything in pencil, it's a little bit confusing. That is why it's good to have in color. You block it out so you can basically see. Okay, now when I go back, you can also make all of this lighter if you want with kneaded eraser. Okay, let's see. This is my kneaded eraser. I can just make everything a little bit lighter. And then I can go back, just make it look a little bit more like a hair. So I can go back a little bit. Let's see. This here. Let's see. Let's go back. This here. I can decide what is front, what is back. Okay, now let me actually correct this. I will do how I did here. So the pink one is on the front. I could do this way too, but I don't want to do opposite, so it's not confusing. Now this piece will go here, and then it will become that piece of here. So okay, let's see. It goes like that, and then I can curve. Let's see. I'll go back up like that, and then that piece of hair, look at here, goes here, you can also curve a little bit lines just to make it look more natural. You see if I'm a little bit curving them? Like you can also just do first pink parts, front, and then you do back parts. Kind of just connect. Okay, let's see here for the end of the hair. Kind of goes like that. And voila, yeah. And then look what you did. So I'm looking at mine. I kind of really like how I did this. You see, usually when you start doing something on the beginning, it's kind of maybe a little bit not the best. And then it just, with practice, it gets better. Evidence, it's here. So what I can do, maybe I can just make this a little bit lighter. And just try to see what I like about this. I kind of like a little bit of that wave. So I will try to replicate that here. Okay, a little bit of that wave. Good, that's pretty. Then I can go back, curve a little bit here, and then I'm going up and trying to replicate that same effect I like. Okay, I don't think it's exactly like that. Sometimes you see it takes you a few times to do something. It curves up and then disappears up. Okay, I love this much more. Let's see, what is our next step? Now when we have that, I love, again, to just kind of make everything lighter, but maybe I can also use this makeup sponge to blend a little bit everything. Let's see. You can use Q-tip, you can use these blending stumps, or tissue. I feel like this is not that good for these things. Or maybe like tissue or this makeup sponge. I love using. Just go around and then you go back, maybe clean up the lines you don't need. It's very good, as I always say, to draw lightly. Okay, so this is the curl. What else? This looks like a ribbon, you know, like a ribbon. How to make it look more like a curl, I will go to soften these edges with a needle eraser. And then when I go back, maybe like it's very good, like flip your paper basically. It'll be easier. I'm trying to hold my pencil more front so you always see it from the same angle, but please on yours, like literally flip it. Just make it whatever it's more natural for you to hold your paper and pencil. You need to experiment. Whatever line, if you feel like it's very dark like this one, I will just make a little bit lighter. Let's practice a little bit. Adding very light lines instead of like make a longer line, more free lines, rather than trying like this to make some perfect line. Even if it's not completely correct, you're practicing your free lines. So we need to start somewhere. I do love when I have this main piece to go back and then to add like a little pieces of hair. For example, I don't know, maybe here I start, maybe it's like even falling down here. Look at it, it looks like triangle shape. Triangle shape basically, and then I add line, I don't know, let's say it goes all the way here. So pretty to add these tiny little pieces of hair. Look at how that's changed composition. What do you think? And then I can go back here, maybe add, it looks like a moon shape or something. Like a light, like maybe that piece of hair goes this way. Then I can go back, maybe let's say here, from behind, maybe it's like a little bit looser piece of hair, then becomes part of this. Maybe I can go in this area, make a little bit some hanging out that way. Maybe like letter S, C, maybe like a C. Maybe another piece goes the other way. Maybe like this is too symmetrical. Maybe you want to try. Whenever you feel like something is too repetitive, I would say go back and a little bit change. What I can do maybe about this is like make this a little bit wider. Something like that. So you see this is more narrow than that. This is a little bit more, just some variation. It's nice to have. Can add a little bit over here this way, for example. So we have some looser pieces. You can also go back to this, for example, part and make like a little gap between. So it looks like here it kind of become a looser a little bit. Options are there. We are done with the 10-minute practice, but please work as long as you want. You see if I'm adding texture, just adding more and more. Have fun. Send me a drawing. I'm excited to see it. Super work. Bravo, everybody.